You're doing well this morning as we're getting started. If you are new to this space, hi, hello, my name is Lydia, and I love empowering women and empowering moms to reconnect to who they truly are and to live from that place authentically and unapologetically. And today is a really cool day. And it's a really cool day, one, because I've decided that it's going to be a really cool day. That's a whole conversation in and of itself. But also because this week, I've just been given a really, step back moment to think about and to invite you to think about who you are and why that matters and all the pieces that are ready to come together or that have already been placed together that you may not necessarily see. So today we're going to be talking about, do you understand how powerful you are? So when I was about to hop on here, I had a really interesting conversation with my daughter, and it went a little bit like this. She said, "Mom, I just don't like being me anymore. What do you mean by that?" She said, "Well, I mean, I like being me. I just feel like I'm not really doing a whole lot, and there's no fun, and there's no adventure, and life is boring." And first I'm thinking, okay, you're 6. So you've not yet experienced enough of life to necessarily say that. But at the same time, that's what you're experiencing. So I honor that. And 2 was that as she was talking about this, I went, I know exactly how you feel because I felt that way. There was a time in my life where I felt like I just was living the same thing day to day. And I think she actually said that it feels like the same thing is happening day to day. It's just, darling, school's about to start tomorrow. You'll be fine. But I get what she was saying, where you feel like things are just moving and you're just swimming through the day and you're just attempting to make it to bedtime. And there's no real just spark or drive or anything. You're just there. And part of what I reminded her, and part of what I choose to remind you, is that you are in fact more powerful than you think. You have more power and more control than you think. And here are 3 of the ways that I have found, and I encourage you to look for and to discover as a starting point, power within yourself. So first is that you have the power to grow. Now, this one was one that took a while to settle in for me. And I say that from a place of, I figured, oh yeah, I've got this. I figured it out. I'm where I need to be. So now that I've reached my pinnacle and I've reached this point, I'm good and I don't need to do anything else. When in fact, when I allowed for that sense of pride to sit on me of just, oh yeah, I've made it, that shut me off from being able to experience anything new. It shut me off from fully embracing what it was that I was called to do. And it took a bit of a jump start and a little bit of a kick in the pants to move into a place of growing again. And I say the same thing to you, that if you're feeling like I'm just kind of here and I don't know what it is that I'm doing, realize that you have the power to grow. And when you grow, that allows you to then experience something new, that allows you to then grow and develop the power that's within you, to grow and develop that genius. That's what I like to call it, the genius that's within you. Second is that you have the power to choose. All right. So this one feels a little bit benign. It's just, of course I have the power to choose, but really you do have the power to choose. So we already had in the Bulletproof Your Family series where we talked about you get to choose what shows up in your schedule and what doesn't. You get to choose what your family stands for and what your family is about and what aligns with that and doesn't align with that. That power to choose is a solid and phenomenal place of power. And when you choose to, even with whatever circumstances or restraints or constraints you have, to make a choice, you always have a choice. Always. Okay. So even if it feels like you don't have a whole lot of choices, then maybe it's an opportunity to connect with someone else to see maybe there's something that I'm missing. Maybe I thought that this was the only way something could be done. Perhaps there's another way, a different way, and be willing to engage in that. Next is power to surrender, which again feels a little odd, but when I look at how it's really easy for us to think, okay, this is my plan. This is what's happening. This is how my life is going to go. This is how my children are going to behave, or this is how my children will grow into. These are the things that are going to happen in my life. And in fact, you're welcome, Michelle. When in fact, it's so much more dynamic than that. When we allow ourselves to live in a place of surrender, that means that I'm saying, what is my next step? To me, I'm talking with my God and I say, Lord, what is my next step? How is this journey going forward? I don't know. And honestly, there are some days that I'm glad I don't know, because I'd probably completely gummy it up. But it's being willing to say, I have these plans and I have this idea of what I think I'm supposed to do with my life and what it's supposed to be about. But when I choose to surrender that, I say, okay, I make these plans, I move in them, and I allow you to do with it what you will. Some really awesome, beautiful things happen. It opens up a whole new door of seeing ourselves and a whole new door of exploring who it is that we were called and created to be. So I hope this is a way for you to understand just how powerful you are. And if you're going, that is really awesome, I'm glad to know that I have some power, and I'll be figuring out ways to connect to that. But I'm not really sure how it is that I see what's special about me. And I'm really struggling to understand what's that thing that I can bring that's unique to just me. If that's the case, then I invite you to check out our Spark workshop. It's going to be happening on September 1st. And I've already had a couple of requests saying, hey, it's during the day. Is there any way you could do a nighttime session so that I'm off work? Well, take a look at that. If that's something you are interested in, you'd like to connect with, just let me know. If there's enough of a request for that, then I'll go, okay, cool. We can open up another session that's going to be after work. So it'll be later hours in the day, okay? And in the Spark workshop, it is all about exploring your personal story and being in a place of discovery. So going back to the conversation I had with my daughter earlier today, I said, something really cool happens in the morning when I choose to say, I wonder what adventures and what cool, amazing, wonderful moments wait for me today. And when I do that, it's priming my brain to look for those moments. So the way I related it to her was just, I wonder what cute furry animals do I have in this room? And she just, I'm going to go look. I said, that's it right there. Once you set yourself in a place to think about and to realize that there's something special there, then you open your eyes to see it. And that's what the Spark Workshop is all about, is open your eyes to see that spark within your own story and to connect to all the awesomeness that's in you, and to again see that there's something great that lies ahead, and all the pieces have been there all the way along. So hope this has been helpful for you. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'm about to get my babies off to school and I will talk to you later. Bye.